What do a fierce red devil, a mythical liver bird, and a medieval prison tower all have in common? They're hidden in the logos of some of England's biggest football clubs, and each one tells a story you won't believe. From cannons that roar history to cockerels standing tall, and even a logo so hated that fans forced the club to scrap it after just one day. These logos are way more than just symbols on a shirt. Stick around because we're breaking down the wild stories behind 10 English club logos, and trust me, you'll never look at them the same way again. First up, Manchester United. They have one of the most recognizable logos in world football, but here's the thing, it didn't always have a devil on it. When the club started out as Newton Heath in the late 1800s, they didn't even have a proper logo. It wasn't until they became Manchester United in 1902 that the identity started to take shape. The famous Red Devil came later, in the 1960s. United were nicknamed the Red Devils, a name Sir Matt Busby actually embraced because it sounded more intimidating than the Busby Babes. So when the club redesigned the crest, they made it official. The devil holding a pitchfork right in the middle. The ship at the top is a nod to Manchester's industrial and shipping heritage, and the shield shape is borrowed from the city's official coat of arms. Then, in 1998, the logo got a cleanup. Football Club was quietly removed, and yeah, that one still annoys some fans who felt it was a move toward commercialism. So, United's logo went from city pride to devilish dominance to global brand. And somehow, it still makes sense. Next up, Liverpool. If Manchester United's logo is iconic, Liverpool's is sacred. At the heart of the logo is the liver bird, part eagle, part cormorant, and completely unique to the city. It's been the symbol of Liverpool since the 13th century, and the club has used it in some form since the early 1900s. But what really sets the logo apart are the details. In 1992, to mark the club's 100th anniversary, they added the Shankly Gates to the top with the words, "You'll never walk alone." That wasn't just for show, it was a tribute to the fans, the anthem, and everything the club stands for. Then came the two eternal flames, added in memory of the 96 victims of the Hillsborough disaster. Though they were originally placed on either side of the logo, they were later moved outside the crest but remain part of every official design, on kits, training gear, and even the captain's armband. The logo has been tweaked over time, sure, but unlike some clubs, Liverpool never strayed too far from the core. The liver bird, the anthem, and the remembrance. Now let's talk about Arsenal. If there's one logo that screams, "Don't mess with us," it's Arsenal's. Mostly because it's literally got a cannon on it. That cannon's been there since the club's early days, back when they were called Dial Square, working out of the Royal Arsenal in Woolwich. The military roots run deep, so the cannon wasn't just a cool design, it was their whole identity. Over time, the cannon flipped directions, changed styles, and even got way more detailed in the early 2000s. The club also had the Latin motto, Victoria Concordia Crescit, victory through harmony, on earlier crests, which fans still quote to this day. Then came the 2002 rebrand. Arsenal wanted something cleaner, more modern, and yeah, something they could copyright. The new crest dropped the Latin, simplified the cannon, and gave us the bold red and gold look we know now. Some fans didn't love the change, but over time it stuck. Talking about rebranding, the next club had a total glow-up, Chelsea. Chelsea's logo history is basically a fashion makeover from old-school granddad vibes to royal beast energy. When the club was founded in 1905, their first logo featured a Chelsea pensioner, which was a nod to the Royal Hospital Chelsea, home to retired British soldiers. Cool history, but let's be real, it didn't exactly scream fear. Fans even used to call the team the Pensioners. By the 1950s, Chelsea ditched the pensioner and started experimenting with more modern looks. Then in 1953, they introduced the logo that shaped their future, a blue lion holding a staff. That lion came from the coat of arms of the club president at the time, the Earl of Cadogan. Fast forward to 2005, and for the club's 100-year anniversary, Chelsea brought back that classic lion but redesigned it to look bolder, cleaner, and more royal. They even added roses and footballs to give it extra flair. The result was a logo that feels historic, powerful, and very Chelsea. Hey, if you have been enjoying this video as much as I have, hit like, subscribe, and let's continue. Now let's jump to Manchester City, and the logo that went full circle, literally. Manchester City. City's logo journey is basically a full identity crisis that finally got sorted in 2016. Their original crest was based on Manchester's coat of arms, with a golden ship sailing above a red shield. The ship symbolized the city's role in trade and the Manchester Ship Canal. But for a long time, the logo wasn't even on the kits. Then, in 1997, City dropped a wild redesign. A golden eagle, which looked more NFL than Premier League, a star trio at the top, and a Latin motto, Superbia in Prelio, Pride in Battle. Some fans liked it, some hated it, and honestly, it felt like City was trying to be someone else. That all changed in 2016 when the club brought the fans into the redesign process. The result was a return to roots. The new and current logo is a clean circular design, with the ship back at the top, a red Lancashire rose in the center, and 1894, their founding year, stamped proudly. It's modern but classic, local but global. And after all the oil jokes, logo jokes, and everything else, City finally got their identity back. Next up,